I pray that everyone is well and blessed. Today is Monday, October 20th, and I am going live today to journal with you all for the new moon in Libra. I am going to give a little bit of time to allow people to hop on before we get started. So let's just wait. And I just want to say, it is cold in Florida. I have on a long sleeve. I've had the heater on in the morning for the last couple days. You can't see them. I'm in the truck, but the leaves are orange and they're falling, and the weather is changing. It's so cold. I have on pants and a long sleeve shirt, and it is October. So, oh, mm, mm, mm. So just we're gonna wait a couple minutes. I have the Moonology card that we're going to use. I didn't bring the book. And I have already journaled. So we're going to wait just un momento, por favor. Working on my Duolingo literally every day. I am pulling up my quick facts as well. 1 second. Okay, how do I position this here? Here we go. Okay. All right. I am ready to get started. I pray that everybody is well and blessed. As I said, I don't know about you guys, but life is lifing. Things are crazy. And thank goodness for my tools because, yeah, I had all these lovely and wonderful plans. And I'm just being honest. I don't pay attention to the news like that. Until something needs to find me, it finds me. And I had all these wonderful plans, supposed to be starting some travel, actually start the travel today. But the government shut down and threw a wrench in my system. So, as for now, my travel is on hold, and I'm not sure. I like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I should tune into the news sometimes, but then like for what? It's too much. It's too much for me. So um yeah, I didn't I didn't even know that we were that yeah, I had no idea until after it happened. My husband told me, like, oh, the government shut down. I'm like, oh, okay. Dang, well, it doesn't affect, the money, my money. So I wasn't worried about it until I tried to get my dog cleared to try to fly out of the country. So it does affect everyone in different ways, and so I'm saying that also to say that my heart goes out to everybody that is affected by this government shutdown. This is I don't know. There's so much that I can say, but that's not what we're here for today. So let's get to what we are here for today. So again, thank you all for joining me. Today we are journaling live for the full moon in Libra. Excuse me, the new moon in Libra. And I will be using my Life and Lunar 2025 journal. It's still available on Amazon, and I'll probably keep it up until December, just because even if you use it for 1 month, it just has so much good information in it. Um, but even if you don't have this journal how you feel. paper, app, listen, uh, your own journal, whatever you want to do. Or if you're just here to be here, that's good too. Um, I also am, I like to pull like about the thing about the energy for the celestial events is that depending on what they are, especially the moon energies, you can feel them 3 days prior to the event and 3 days after the event. And so, why I created my journal the way that I did is I have the journal prompts, they're already in here so that you can journal whenever you want. You don't have to wait until like the day of, or if life is lifing and you need to journal, after. It's, you can journal at your convenience. And if I forgot to say that the journal prompts are also in the description, so you can get them there. Um, excuse me. What I also do is I use the Moonology, excuse me, the Moonology Oracle deck 3 days before to see if the actual card will come out for the moon cycle. And so today it didn't, yesterday it didn't. So I'm sharing it here with you guys today. And it says, I'll show you it. It's really pretty. Loving the purple. A new romantic cycle begins. And I should have brought the card because I'm not sure why it's talking about romantic cycle. Because for me, when I think about Libra, I mean, literally, it has the scales on there. I think about balance. I think about justice, um, light and dark. Um, so I'm going to read the card just so I can familiarize myself with why it's saying a new romantic cycle begins. But that is what this says. I also went right to my lovely chat GPT and I pulled some, that is not what I needed, some facts. Really, let me change this really quick. Excuse me. I hope that it put the right information. Okay, so exactly. Why I was a little bit confused. I really do need to read the card, but for what, again, I'm not an astrologer. I just love astrology, and what I thought that Libra season meant was about balance and justice. And so, what ChatGPT says is that Libra season is about balance. It's about harmony. Okay. And it is about relationships. A new moon here invites fresh starts in partnerships, self love, and how we relate to others. Okay. And Libra is an air sign. And the other air signs, all of them are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. They're about communication, ideas, and connection. And it is also a cardinal sign. And cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, and Cancer and Capricorn. And they begin each season and they carry initiating energy. Okay. So, perfect timing, or for a perfect time for starting something new. Okay, that makes so much sense. So harmony, balance, justice, beauty, diplomacy, and relationship healing. Well, maybe this is a good time for the government to be shut down, for some diplomacy. My goodness, I cannot speak today. Okay, so that's the positive things. The shadow side of the Libra new moon is people pleasing, indecisiveness, and I can see that. That's why there's the scales going back and forth, the indecisiveness, and avoiding conflict to keep the peace. Wow, people pleasing. Okay, so that was a lot that came up in the journaling prompts, I believe. And the ruling planet for, that is so cute. The ruling planet for Libra is Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and values. This gives the new moon a gentle but powerful energy to attract harmony and align connections. Okay, so now that makes sense to me with the card and romantic cycle and Venus being the ruling planet. I got it. So it is a good time for setting intentions and healthier relationships, calling in balance between giving and receiving, and cultivating inner peace, fairness, and beauty in your life. And you know what? I should have got grabbed the Ma'at card. I use there's another oracle deck that I use, and it is a beautiful card, and it has Ma'at, and it has the scales, and wow, that's beautiful. So all of that ties together, makes so much sense to me, and I'm rocking with it. So yes, now let us journal. Let us journal, let us journal, let us journal. So again, the prompts are in the description. I'm going to read them here. Journal how you like, listen, write it down. I I arranged my journal learning experience, right? Everything's a learning experience, to where in the journal, the new moon page journaling prompts are on the front. And then if you flip it over, the full moon journal prompts are on the back. And for me, that doesn't work because I like to burn my journal prompts on the full moon. And so I am on the fence deciding if I'm going to create another journal for next year. And if I do, I will definitely be changing that. So if you guys have any feedback for me on ways to improve my journal for next year, I welcome them as long as they are respectful and positive. Let me know. Let me know in the comments or reach out to me. Um, but that's one thing I'm definitely going to change. I'm also going to change the font. My eyes need the font to be darker, and this is like a light gray. So let me know what your thoughts are. So, the very first prompt says, what relationships am I ready to strengthen or release? And I would say I would like to strengthen all of the relationships that I am in currently, just because I am a hermit. I pretty much interact for services, and then my children and my husband. Outside of that, that's it. So I probably need to. I not probably. I do need to create some, uh, and strengthen the ones that I have, because I'm really cool with just hanging out by myself and watching spiritual stuff on YouTube. So definitely need to strengthen those, and then I would like to release. Um, I don't have again. I don't. I just have relationships with my family, my husband, and my children. So I don't have any wants to release, but I always say I release whatever is not serving me, any relationships that aren't serving me, or that aren't positive and for my highest and best good. So that's what I put. And then how can I bring more harmony and balance into my life? I said by doing the things that make me happy, like that make Latasha happy, which is a struggle to do because I have a 15-year-old and I am married. And so, being a mother and a wife, I take those roles very seriously. And so I try to do the things, for my child, do the things for my spouse. But I really do need to do more things that make me happy. And um, yeah, just make time for that, because if I'm happy, then I am more happier when I interact, and for my family. And yeah, those are the journal prompts. I forgot to breathe before I started, but I took my breaths and got centered before I hopped on. So know that I do that just because my mind is there's a lot going on in there. I think that's the Gemini rising, a lot of the air placements in my chart. So I have a lot of thoughts. So that's why I love to journal, so I can get the things out of my head onto paper. I also journal electronically in the journal app. So that's all I have. A little bit longer today, but it is what it is. So, again, I pray that everyone is well and blessed. Pray for every one of us who is, is currently, and, is going to be affected in the future by the government shutdown. We just have to use our tools, and even though it's like really bad, we everything happens for a reason, and I pray that that's for a speedy and positive outcome to this government shutdown. And that's all I have. Pray that everyone is well and blessed. Take care out here in these streets. Give everyone grace and mercy, because we don't know what every person is going through. And, treat others how you want to be treated. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.